Hi, this is Kram, and I'm gonna try vlogging. For my first attempt to vlog, I tried flying my DJI Ryze Tello drone outdoors for the first time. It was just not an ordinary day. It was winter when I flew it, and it was also my first time to play a drone in winter. So please, bear with me, because a lot of this happened in my life, and again, for the very first time. Anyways, here's the video. Let's rock! So for my first try, I tried putting it on the bench, and as you can see from the leaves on the trees, it's pretty windy. So as soon as I flew it, boom, I hit the backrest of the bench and I crashed it. So this time for my second try, I tried putting my Tello against the wind, and as soon as I flew it, I crashed it again. And now on my third try, I tried putting it again on the bench. As you can see, still windy, but this time I managed to avoid the backrest of the bench and began flying. So I really still don't know how to fly my Tello yet. So I just use my TD1 controller, and I also forgot to attach my cell phone to the TD1 controller. So I just kept on looking at my Tello visually. So as you can see, it's pretty cloudy. There's not much patterns on the ground and it's still windy. So by this time, the wind took over, and again, boom! I crashed my Tello again. This time I tried putting my Tello on top of the snow, and as soon as I flew it, the wind took over, and again I almost hit the same thing where I crashed it before. Luckily I avoided it and just enjoy playing my Tello. So as soon as the Tello recognized the patterns on the ground, I mean the footsteps on the snow, so it's pretty stable. So I'm just enjoying playing with it, and I'm on the fast mode here because yeah, it's really windy. I'm just enjoying the scenery, but I'm not enjoying the weather because it's really cold. It feels like 10 degrees centigrade, of course, with the wind. So I just tried my Tello and see if I can really fly this thing below 0 degrees in winter, and if it can handle the wind. I think it's I think 10 kilometers per hour, that wind. I really don't know. For my final flight that day, so I took off, the wind took over, and again, boom! I crashed it again for the last and final time for that day because I lost one of my propellers. I kept searching around, but I cannot really find it. I think it's buried in the snow somewhere. So I just went home, and that's it for me for that day. Overall, I really had fun flying my Tello for the first time outdoors, not to mention the 10 degrees Celsius on winter. But here are some takeaways on my first winter flight experience. First, really know the weather that day, not only the actual temperature, but also how it feels like. I guess I failed here. Uh, I just know the actual weather, but I didn't know how it feels like, so I underdressed. And also search for the wind condition. I also didn't know that it was windy, so again, I failed. And second thing, make sure that you're going to fly your tail on snow. There should be a foot or shoe prints on the snow, or any pattern that or any patterns that Tello can recognize in order for the optical flow to work, so your Tello will be stable and flying. And lastly, if you're planning to fly your Tello in winter, please dress appropriately and always keep yourself warm. Okay? So that would be all. Hope you enjoyed watching my almost failed attempt uh, to flying my Tello on winter. So see you guys on my second winter flight. And again, this is Kram, and I tried it.